Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We still provide routine dental care, but have added cosmetics, smile makeovers, clear braces, Botox, and fillers to our services. We also custom design and 3D print beautiful lifelike dentures in days, not weeks. Don't put off the new smile you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. Learn more at afd.dental.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
It's the simplest expression. Smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. An upturn of the mouth. A brightening of the eyes. So easy. Making this the house with the best snacks. Kidless for the night. Like you're 20 again. A smile lights it up. Understands it all. Apologizes. Makes everything okay. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
GT Window and Door of Albert Lea is the 2025 Albert Lea Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com. Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin. Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lea Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lea Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on albertlealive.com. Welcome to Roy Nystrom Arena in Albert Lea for the Tiger pregame show before a boys hockey matchup between non-conference and non-section teams. LUVERNE here today. The JV game going on right now, tied at 3. They're into overtime. They just started the overtime. 5-minute period. Whoever scores first wins, or if they're still tied after the 5, they'll give it up, and each will get the big tie to their record. I'm Jay Paul, voice of the Tigers, along with my producer, Jonathan Streckert, and my daughter, Farron, is running the cameras, and you might see that on the screen there as we have our lineup all for you. By the way, this is Teddy Bear Toss night. Head on out here, bring a new teddy bear with you, or more than one. The more the merrier. After the first period, they will signal everyone when to throw the teddy bears over the glass onto the ice, and then they'll collect them and give them to little kids who need the Christmas presents at the holiday time. So very timely event and very cool to do if you can at all. We appreciate that. The Albert Lea Tiger boys varsity hockey team 5-3 overall, 3-1 in the conference. In the Big Nine, Owatonna is first with 12 points. Albert Lea is second, 2 points back. And Northfield, Mankato East, and Mankato West each have 8 points, tied for third. Laverne has a big lead in the Big South Conference. They've also won, they're 10-0. They've also won 3 in a row against these Tiger boys, including 8-3 2 years ago in the Rochester Holiday Tournament. Sophomore Maddox Damagala scored 2 goals in that game 2 years ago. Now he's a senior. He's got 14 goals in 10 games this year. That's tied for 7th in the state. Junior Benjamin Hartquist has 12 scores, which is tied for 17th. And junior Will Bergman has scored 10 times, and that's tied for 33rd in the state. Senior twins Jackson Leas and Landon Leas have 19 and 18 assists, respectively. They are seniors, and I'm just guessing they're twins. It could be cousins, I guess, for all I know. But they are tied for 2nd and 4th, respectively, in the state in assists. This team can score some goals. Maddox Damagala is 8th in points with 28. Landon Leas is tied for 23rd with 25 points. Ben Hartquist is tied for 17th with 24. And Jackson Leas is tied for 26th with 22 points. They score 8 goals a game on average. They've given up only 18 while scoring 80 in their 10 games. They've scored 18 goals twice this year, but given up only 18 all year. They win by an average of 8 to just less than 2 per game. And they've outscored their opponents 33-7 in those 10 first periods, 28-4 in the middle period, and 17-7 in the third. Somehow they got extended to overtime twice, but scored in both of those cases to win. Their power play is 33.3% efficient, which is really good, scoring 9 out of 27 times. PK 80%, a little bit on the low side, but they're 4 goals allowed in 20 PK attempts. Maddox Damagala leads the team with 12 penalty minutes. Colton Howbrick has 11, and those two account for over half of their penalties. Their goaltender, senior Gavin Hoven, is 10-0, giving up only 1.62 goals a game, and he has a .922 save rate. That's number 1 in the state in wins. He is the man with 10 wins, the most in the state. 10th, he's 10th in goals against average and 27th in save percentage. So it's not going to be easy. Tough-looking team on paper, because half of their games, 5 games of theirs, have been against teams with 1 or 2 wins this season. It's not their fault that their schedule is that way, but it tells a story. They beat 2-4 Windham 9-1, 1-7 Worthington 18-3, 1-7 Marshall 3-0, and 1-6 Redwood Valley 18-0. And non-conference, 1-5 Little Falls, 2-1. They've played 10 teams with a combined 29, 45, and 1 record this year. That's a 39% win rate. Albert Lea has played opponents with a combined record of 33, 31, and 2. That's a 51% win rate. And we've played no teams with 1 or 2 wins. Everybody's had at least 3. We had by far the tougher schedule between these two teams. Drake Shake and Bake Sternhagen has 9 goals to lead the team. That's tied for 46th in the state. He also leads the squad in points with 18, as they tried to end it there in overtime, but didn't quite do it. You should be showing this. It's overtime. You should be showing this. You should be on the camera there. We might win in overtime here. While we watch here, the JV team, it's 3-3 with just 39 seconds left in the 5-minute overtime. They don't score here. It'll be a tie as Albert Lea works on it in their offensive end. Anyway, Shake and Bake Sternhagen is tied for 61st best in the state in points. Casey Alvey, next best on the team with 6 goals and 14 points. And Zayden Bruo with 5 goals and 11 points. Tonight's Tiger starter in goal, senior Owen Hansen, is 3-0 with a 1.8 goals against average and .918 save percentage. He's tied for 55th in wins, tied for 14th in goals against, and tied for 31st in save rate. As this ends in a 3-3 tie. We've outscored our opponents 37-26. We trail 8-9 total goals scored in the first periods of our 8 games so far, but we lead 15-8 in the middle and have a 14-9 edge in the third periods. The Tiger power play is 23.1% successful, scoring 6 goals on 26 chances, and the PK is 81%, giving up 4 goals in 21 penalty kills. Hey, if you're watching this free live stream, please let all your friends and family near and far know about AlbertLeaLive.com. And if you run or own a business, consider advertising on our 140-plus games and events each year. Nobody can get your message to as many people as AlbertLeaLive.com, and nobody gives you more in return for your advertising dollar than AlbertLeaLive.com. Just ask our current sponsors, Hy-Vee of Albertlea, Advanced Focus Dental of Albertlea, GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT of Albertlea, Troy Thompson Agency in Albertlea, Mr. Sandless of Albertlea, Alpha Orthodontics of Albertlea, Albertlea Bus Company, and Service Master by Ayat, who is our scoreboard sponsor. Albertlea Boys Hockey head coach Matt Erickson joins me on the Tiger pregame after a break, and I'll also have a player profile, actually a couple of guys, seniors, goaltender Owen Hansen, and Mr. Football, Sam McGill. He's also Mr. Hockey now, coming up here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Hungry? Hy-Vee Market Grill is better than ever with classic favorites and mouth-watering new menu items. We've got breakfast sandwiches worth getting out of bed for, made from scratch omelets. And let's do lunch. Try our delicious sandwiches, fresh salads, and the juiciest burgers around. Whether you dine in, get it to go, or have it delivered, the best breakfast and lunch is at Hy-Vee Market Grill.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We still provide routine dental care, but have added cosmetics, smile makeovers, clear braces, Botox, and fillers to our services. We also custom design and 3D print beautiful lifelike dentures in days, not weeks. Don't put off the new smile you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. Learn more at afd.dental.
Mr. Sandless in Albertlea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com. It's Tiger pregame, and we talk with Albertlea Boys Hockey coach Matt Erickson before each game. You, sir, are 74-39-3 in your coaching career. That is a 64% winning percentage. You know, Roy Nystrom only won 60% of his games.
Wow, I got a long ways to go to get in that category, that's for sure. No, I appreciate that.
It's a great percentage for sure. And how many of those years have been here?
Well, this is my 10th year on the staff and 5th year as a head coach.
Okay, well, 10-0 Laverne, your opponent, coming off their only state tournament appearance ever last year. They're a tough squad.
They've been there, quite a few times, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I only saw one.
I'd probably say a handful to 6 times, maybe.
Okay.
More than us.
Not bad info then.
Yeah, more than us.
So they have 9 guys in double figures in points. They've scored 80 goals in their 10 games. They got the number 1 goalie in the state in wins. That's not good.
No, we got to, they're a good quality program. That's why we have them on our schedule. The bottom line is after, the game on Thursday, it's, I just had my pregame meeting with our guys. We're looking for a valiant effort today. Yeah. Something, it's something to be proud of versus, the clunker that we kind of had over there in Dodge County on Thursday.
There's a lot of clunkers in Dodge County, but yeah, I get your meaning. I did some digging in the Cardinal opponents' winning percentage is 39% compared to your schedule of playing teams with a 51% win rate. Now, you can't help with your schedule, but they have played 5 teams with 1 or 2 wins on the year. You haven't played anyone with that better record. You've had a good, tough schedule, and you're second in the Big Nine, 2-2 against your section opponents. I mean, you're having a great year, even though you get a tough schedule.
Yeah, I think we're young, so it's that mix, right? We're trying to figure things out. We've been moving guys around. Unfortunately for us, we had a bad injury on Thursday, so senior Brock Scott's got a broken wrist.
Oh.
So he's going to be out about 6 weeks. And you can kind of see that our youth showed a little bit on Thursday last week, and that's no excuse. Like, where we're at, we got away from our game. We kind of beat ourselves last Thursday, and that was I think the most disappointing to the staff is it was a big section game and we didn't play all that well. We've got to rebound here, right? So we're not by any means are we down on what happened a little bit on Thursday last week? Yes, we are, but we've got to find a way to rebound.
After tonight, you get 6 days off for Christmas, and then go to Fergus Falls next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for their holiday tournament. You were there last year. You went 2-1. Can you do that or better again?
Yeah, I mean that's the goal, right? Is to go up there and compete. We play Fergus and Breckenridge, Wahpeton, and Fargo Shanley, who are, honestly a good team out of North Dakota. So we're going to get tested, and that's what it's all about right now, is making sure that not only that our seniors are getting better every day, but our younger group, our core group, is getting better every day to make sure that when we get into February, we're playing our best hockey.
And I saw Sam McGill got his first goal of the season on Thursday.
Yeah, hard worker, right? So Sam deserves it.
Yeah.
We'd like to see him more on the score sheet and contribute, but as long as he's working hard and defending, that's all we ask.
He's had a lot on his mind here with the All-Star game and college stuff, and I'm going to talk to him here before the game, but so I don't want to give it all away, but he's quite the young man.
Yes, he is. Yeah, good leader for us as well. And, we rely on Sam to do a lot of good things.
All right, man. I smell a W tonight, man. I do. They're 10-0. They got to fall sometime.
Certainly, I hope so. I appreciate the good luck. Thank you.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you very much. You as well.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need. GT Window and Door of Albert Lea is the 2025 Albert Lea Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com. Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Ayat. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Ayat today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
All right, player profile time. And by the way, they're my daughters over here, my helpers. They, in case anything goes wrong, they'll do my technicians or whatever. I've got senior Sam McGill, senior Owen Hansen here in the player profile today. And now I know, Sam, he plays football and you play baseball and hockey. That's it?
Yep, that is the three.
Is that all? No. And Owen, I don't know about you. What else do you play?
Right now, currently, I'm just in hockey. I used to play baseball, but not anymore. So.
All right. So, Owen, you have great numbers going this season, man. 3-0, tied for 55th in the state in wins, 1.81 goals against average, tied for 14th best in the state, and a .918 save percentage that's tied for 31st in the state. How would you, though, describe your personal performance this season?
I'm pretty proud of what I've done so far. I guess, can't complain. I just try to go out there, work hard, and help the team out as best I can.
There you go. Sammy, fresh off a great football season and playing in that all-star football game. I bet that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good experience. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
No, how much practice went into that? Did they have separate practice?
Yeah, I went up there on a Wednesday. We had practice Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for a couple hours a day at Minnetonka High School, and then we had the game Saturday.
Did you tackle Mr. Mr. Minnesota?
Yeah, I actually did in practice. Yeah. I actually made him fumble in practice.
Yeah. Way to go, representing.
Yep.
Now you got a big announcement about your college plans.
Yeah, I'm just committed today to play at St. Thomas for football, and I'm really excited for this opportunity and to be able to play at another level.
I guess another level. D1 is a pretty good level.
Yeah, I'd say I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah. Way to go, man. Congratulations. That's a great Christmas gift for yourself.
No, I agree. Yeah. I went on a good visit there, and I really like their coaches, and it's going to be a good place to continue my future.
There you go. You scored your first goal of the season last Thursday, too. Our only goal of the game against Dodge County, unfortunately. But you also have an assist this year. Now, last year you scored 7 goals and had 10 assists.
Yeah.
Now, you're only a third of the way through the season. Can you get back to those numbers this season, or has your role changed a little bit?
Yeah. I missed a couple games with the football stuff and vacation as well. So, I haven't played our full games yet, but I don't really worry about points that much. I just go out there and, try to contribute to my team as much as possible, even though if it's not getting points, if it's working hard down low and, creating turnovers, that doesn't get counted on the stat sheet either.
Right, yeah. And leading. Just being a leader.
Yeah, no, totally. That's one of the most valuable things you can do.
Speaking of senior leadership, here's a guy right here. Oh, and you have any college plans?
I'm not real sure yet. I'm thinking about just going to trade school and becoming an electrician, but I guess
that's a great deal.
Yeah, I guess time
we need people like that.
Yeah, I guess time will tell. We'll see.
All right. Well, good luck to you, whatever you decide. Any significance as to your uniform number? What do you wear?
I wear 30. I've worn number 1 for the past few years because 30's just been taken. But my first year of traveling hockey, I was number 30, so I figured I'd go back for old time's sake.
It seems like goaltenders are always 1 or 30, is that?
Yeah, that's kind of the most common numbers here in the high school leagues because not every team has every jersey number.
Okay. And you're number 16, Sammy. Anything over that?
Honestly, no. I just, I always liked the number 6. I wore it my sophomore year of football, but then I switched to O-line and changed my number. But I like the number 6, so I, kept 16 because it wasn't available last year. So I'm like, 16's the next closest. And
got a 6 in it, yeah.
Went with it.
I can't even remember. I know I've done this with you a couple times, but do you have a pregame ritual for hockey that might be different than others?
Nothing different, honestly. Just say a prayer. Same thing for football. I'd say it for the team before and after the game. So I've, kept that tradition going for myself.
How about you, Owen? A pregame ritual?
I don't really do anything out of the usual. Stretch, listen to music. I join in the pregame and postgame prayer, and that's about it, really.
Well, you mentioned music. Who's your favorite musical artist or group?
I don't know. I guess I'll go basic and say Zach Bryan.
Sammy?
My favorite music group? I don't got one for you. I'd have to think about it. I think I said it one other time. I like Crowder. He's a good Christian artist. He's got a lot of good songs.
All right. How about a favorite food, Sam?
Favorite food? I'd say some good noodles, some chicken Alfredo or anything.
All right, Owen.
Yeah, I'm a big pasta guy. I was also going to go chicken Alfredo.
A favorite drink, Owen?
Cool Blue Gatorade.
And Mr. McGill?
I'd say some Body Armor is good. I like Body Armor.
Okay, favorite app?
Favorite app? I like Instagram. I haven't had it that long, but I like it.
Yeah, okay. How about Owen?
I like Snapchat to talk to people and TikTok because it's entertaining.
Favorite athlete, Owen?
Right now, we'll go Jesper Wallstead. He's on a pretty hot streak.
Yeah, that's not a bad one right there. How about you, Sam?
I'd say, honestly, right now, Anthony Edwards, Timberwolves are hot, so it's fun to watch him play.
Yeah, and thankfully he's back playing again.
I agree,
Yeah, he made a difference right away. Favorite cartoon, Sam?
Favorite cartoon? Well, I feel like as a child, well, when I was really young, I used to like Caillou, but cartoon now, well, I kind of went through phases of liking SpongeBob and all those other shows.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's classic. How about you, Owen?
When I was a kid, I really liked the Bubble Guppies. I don't even know if that's around anymore, but...
They're entertaining for sure. Who is your favorite person of all time, Owen?
Oh, gosh. I guess I'll go with my parents because, they provide everything for me and they support me in everything I do.
That's a good one. How about you, Sam?
I think I got to agree with Owen on this one. It's too good of an answer pass up there. Always there to support you.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Stay healthy, and let's get some W's going,
Of course. Thank you, Jay.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks.
We're hiring. The Albert Lea Bus Company is looking to add additional bus drivers and monitors to its team. This is ideal for retirees, parents, or anyone looking for supplemental income. No experience is necessary, with paid training and a sign-on bonus of $1,000 after 6 months. With a flexible work schedule, you can drive when it works for you. Give us a call or head over to our website today.
Your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
You can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you. Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
See some people throw maybe over.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family. Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna to see their full line of Ice Castle RVs and keep the fun alive all year round. They also deliver a full line of enclosed and utility trailers for all of your hauling needs. Find them just north of Owatonna, across I-35 from Bass Pro Shops, or check out their inventory online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Is your holiday headquarters. Save Saturday through Wednesday. Cook's ham portions, $1.77 a pound. Butter, just $2.88. Plus, get more great deals across the store. Saturday through Wednesday at Hy-Vee.
All right, back here at Roy Nystrom Marina. Roy's Barn, I like to call it, as we get set for Laverne against Albert Lea. No conference game, no section game, just an all-out battle against two good teams here. And 10-0 Laverne, like I said in the pregame, hasn't really faced a whole lot of competition. They played Lords in their first game and beat them, actually. Lords, I think they beat us, but we do have some common opponents. But they've played a lot of 1- and 2-win teams. 5 of them, in fact. 5 of their 10 have come against 1- and 2-win teams, and we have played nobody with less than 3 wins, and some with a lot more than that. So tonight will be the first double-digit win team we face here. But got the Zamboni out doing its thing here, and then they'll have the boys come out for pregame introductions as well as the national anthem here. I already know our lineup, our top line is going to be, there's a little bit of a shakeup. Casey Olvey, sophomore, has moved into that first lineup there with Jacob Kolker centering it, the senior, and Drake Sternhagen, who's had a hot season. Drake, shake and bake Sternhagen, I like to call him. He's a junior with, he's got 9 goals this year, 9 assists, 18 points, leads the team in all of those categories. And he's having a fantastic year. Of course, it helps when you get 6 goals in one game. But for his career, it says here 20 goals, 25 assists. Kolker with 22 goals in his career and 30 assists. And Casey Olvey's been coming along too. Casey's second on the team in goals this year with 6 and 8 assists. And that's second on the team and 14 points. Also second on the team. So he's having a fabulous sophomore season. 7 goals total in his career as a varsity player with 11 assists. Fletcher Persig is the freshman who has come off real good. 5 goals to start with here in his first 8 games with 3 assists and 8 points. He's on that second line with Ethan Steeler, a senior, who Ethan has 2 goals and no assists and no penalty minutes. And then Drew Olvey on the other wing, a sophomore. Drew has no goals, but he does have an assist and 2 penalty minutes. Of course, Sternhagen leads in everything. He's got the most goals on the team, the most assists on the team, the most points on the team, and the most penalty minutes. Yeah, they have that too. By far, actually, 23 penalty minutes. Next closest, 8 for both Zayden Brua and Fletcher Persig. So there is that. And then that third line is Seth Scholl. Seth has come out this season and played well. Doesn't have a lot of numbers. He's got no goals and 1 assists on the season and no penalties, but he's been very close to scoring several times. Ethan Brownlee, pretty much the same. There are no goals, 2 assists on the year, no penalty minutes. He's a sophomore. And then senior Sam McGill anchors that line. He's a winger, but he's, of course, Mr. Senior, Mr. Football, now Mr. Hockey. Scored his first goal last Thursday of the season. He's got 8 career goals with 13 assists for Sam. And then Bryson Gilliam, the sophomore, is available. Hasn't scored yet. Neither has Blair Blake, a senior, with no career goals. But those two will also hopefully get some action. And as far as the defense, you got Zayden Brua, a captain, along with Jacob Kolker. But Brua and the senior and Tyler Balf, the senior, will be the top D pair for Albert Lea. 22 career goals for Brua, 48 assists. He's got 70 career points. And this year, what has he been doing here? Zayden's got 5 goals, 6 assists, and 8 penalty minutes. Trying to see if he could get to that 100-point level. I guess he's going to have to hurry. He needs 30 more. Tyler Balf with the 13 career points, 7 goals and 6 assists. And then the second D pair is Ethan Hauser, the sophomore, and Evan Anfinson, the senior. Each of them, Ethan with no career goals, and Evan has 1. And goaltender, of course, Owen Hansen, the senior, 3-0 record. He's ranked in a lot of the categories that goalies have. Ledger Olson is the sophomore. He played in the JV game that ended in a 3-3 tie earlier here, and he's 2-3. He got a 4.09 goals against average and 86.2 save percentage. As the Zamboni keeps rocking, I would say he's just about, probably more than halfway done. About 4 more sweeps through. And they'll put the nets back and get the players back out here. I mentioned to Matt Erickson that he has a career record as a head coach, 74, 39, and 3. That's pretty good. He's at 64%. And I did a little digging and found that Roy Nystrom won 60% of his games. So he's ahead of that pace. But I don't know if you can ever get as many as the coach, Roy Nystrom. That dude is up there in the big record books at Minnesota for wins. In fact, I have those numbers here. Let me just check here. I can get those quick for you. As I wrote them down here once just so that I'd have it. But after more than 4 decades as head coach of Albert Lea boys hockey, Roy Nystrom retired in 2017 with an overall coaching record of 705 wins. Yeah, I would say Matt's got a way to go. He's got 74. But 499 losses for Roy and 23 ties. Now, not all of those were for Albert Lea. 612 of his 705 victories were here in Albert Lea. And that's the 3rd most ever by a high school hockey coach in Minnesota. His other wins were in North Dakota. But he's behind only 2 other coaches, 2 legendary coaches, Lauren Grosso and Edina coach Willard Eichela. Nystrom grew up in Eveleth, played college hockey at Minnesota for the Gophers from 61 to 65. He began his high school coaching career in North Dakota, a couple of different places, won 3 state championships there, and then moved to Albert Lea in 1974, where he taught physical education and special education and coached hockey, of course. Albert Lea won Big 9 conference championships under Roy in 1993, 2009, and 2010. Section championships in 04, 05, and 07.
their best finish. We talked to Johnny Brewer about that. He was here doing some color on one of our games. That was 05, Johnny's senior season, where they were 28-3 and finished 5th at state. It's the best Albert Lea ever did. And Albert Lea placing 6th in its other 2 state tournament appearances for the boys. But a little background there on Roy as last sweep here for the Zamboni, and then our folks will be out. Do we have an extra break, Jonathan, or are we not able to? Whoops, I got...
You just want the halftime ones?
Yeah, we can just take whatever you got here, because I want to save my voice a little bit for the game coming up here. By the way, Teddy Bear Toss, we'll put that on our stream here at the end of the first period. They will instruct everybody to throw the teddy bears out, and we'll show that for you before we break after in the first intermission coming up here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
You got it, yeah, you got it like that. When you got it like that. When you got it like that.
Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Delivery is free with the Perks Plus membership, and pickup is always free. Make game day and every day easier. Order online with Hy-Vee.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Back here, and now come the Albert Lea boys for their tilt against undefeated Laverne. I just have a feeling we're going to win this one, even though Laverne's a very good team, but they got to lose sometime, and it might as well be to us, I think, before Christmas. That'd be a nice little Christmas gift after the 7-1 loss at Dodge County to put a W in the column here against Laverne. It would be very nice. And I think they're ready. I think they got a good chewing out by the coaching staff and probably themselves, because they just didn't have anything for Dodge County. That was that horrible weather night, and it took probably too long to get there and too long to get home. Maybe on the way home it was probably all right, but on the way there it was nasty driving. I had to drive on I-90 that night. It was near zero or less even. I don't know how you can get less, but that night you could for visibility. So we've got starting lineups coming up. I already gave you ours, but I know they'll start number 21, Maddox Damagala. We got the youth skaters for Albert Lea. Damagala is their leading scorer. He's tied for 7th in the state with 14 goals, 14 assists too. And he leads their team with 12 penalty minutes. And they've got 9 guys in double figures in points. We have 3. But as I mentioned, the strength of schedule, the teams they were playing, I think we could have piled up those numbers too if we were playing a bunch of 1- and 2-win teams. So we shall see if that helps us at all, strength of schedule or not. Yes. Are we going to do the anthem first or no? They usually don't they usually do the introductions? I don't know. She's talking like they're going to do the anthem here, which is fine. Yeah, now they're doing the lineups. And Gavin Hoven is their goaltender, and he's got some great numbers too. 10-0 record, of course, among them. And And Jackson Lace is one twin. Benjamin Hartquist is another one of their 12 goal scorer there. Here's their big one, Maddox Damagala, who has 14 goals. Number 6 is Blake Sauer, 8 goals, 9 assists. And the other Lace is Landon, who's got 7 goals and 18 assists. And as I mentioned, for Albert Lee, we're starting Owen Hansen in goal, number 30. You got Casey Olvey and Jacob Kolker and Drake Sternhagen, shake and bake on the starting line. And Brua and Balf are the defenders to start with here. Zayden has 5 goals and 6 assists, and Tyler Balf has 3 goals and 3 assists on the year. Our power play is 23%, theirs is 33%. Our PK is 81%, theirs is 80%. Well, like I said, they've scored 80 goals on the year. We've scored 37. So quite a difference. They have 2 more games, but I don't know. We don't have a lot of room to stand for our anthem here with our new table, but do the best we can as we have the anthem coming up here. Very nice job. Do you know who that was, Jonathan? I missed the name.
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah, I missed her name, but she did a fabulous job on that. One of the toughest songs to do a cappella, just by yourself there. Just about ready to go here as Laverne gathers around their goaltender and Albert Lee on the bench. Getting ready to do battle here at the Roy. And the glass is full of folks. There's teddy bears all over the place after the first period here. In the intermission, they'll say, throw your teddy bears, or whatever they say, and everybody will throw their teddy bears for kids in need this holiday season of a present. And we've got one we brought, and we'll get that chucked over the glass here. We're behind the benches, so it's an extra hard shot, but I believe one of my kids can do that. And face-off is called for by the referee as Kolker skates into the circle. And he's going to be going against Landon Lace. And Albert Lee wins the draw to start the ball game. It's not a ball game, is it? It's a puck game. And they have a hard time getting it out of their end here as it's back behind Owen. And Cardinals flying around. Send it in again into the near corner. And not quite out of the zone just yet as they're on the attack again. That one just misses to the right and goes into the far corner for Laverne. And now finally, here's Coker coming up with into the zone. Boy, they were really lenient on that one. Sternhagen was in the zone before Coker was, but they let it go. And play into the far corner. Boy, they need to turn the heaters on, John. It is cold in here. My fingers are frozen.
Yeah.
As they hold it in the zone here, the Tigers, and chase it into the near corner. Laverne trying to work it around behind their goaltender and out of there, but Casey Olvey kept it in for a while. Now they finally do leave the zone. There's a couple of minutes into the first period here. Only one shot on goal has been registered by Laverne. As into the game, Drew Olvey, like a flash, had it and knocked it into the offensive end, but it's reversed the other way by Laverne. Coker, though, that's Brua, by the way, 14, not Coker, Brua, who put it back into the offensive zone, and he runs off to the bench, and in comes Ethan Hauser for the defensive purposes, the sophomore. Held into the zone by Fletcher Persig, and now Laverne will knock it out of there to center ice. Shot right on, and Hansen makes the save. The rebound comes off to one of his defensemen, and Laverne takes it away, wheels and deals, and a nice catch for the glove of Mr. Owen Hansen. And it's 15:03 to play. 3 shots for Laverne, none so far for the Tigers. Got to get some shots if you want to win. As they change lines here, and it looks like the Coker, Olvey, and Sternhagen line is out there again. Defenders, Hauser and Enfinson, I believe. I see Hauser, I just don't see there's the 12 of Evan Enfinson. As it's into the half wall here on the near side. It's my blind spot. It's over by the student section there. But comes bouncing off the wall over there, and worked free. Laverne in and putting the pressure on again. Owen with another save. That's his 4th in this first few minutes of the game. And Albert Lee again having trouble getting it out of the zone, but they whack one all the way down, but it's icing. That'll bring it back to Hansen's right for the face-off. Maddox DeMagala and Malachi DeMagala are brothers here. Maddox is Malachi is the sophomore, and Maddox the senior. He's been a prolific scorer for a while now, but this year 7th in the state with his 14 goals in 10 games. This is pretty impressive. Another icing on Albert Lee will bring it back for another face-off in our defensive side. As Fletcher Persig, the tall freshman, comes back to his spot, and looks like Steeler is in that face-off, which doesn't go very far, and then finally gets played out of the zone. Oh, there's a little breakaway chance. Oh, Drew just couldn't catch up to it. Olvey had a chance there, but it was a little too far for him, and then Laverne knocks it all the way back down the ice. Tigers chase it to the end line. And back up the far side into the zone. Drew is knocked to the ice. And Laverne now on the run, coming right to left as they go all the way through our defense, and then Hansen pushes that one aside. It's out front now, a shot blocked by traffic out front. Picked up along the half wall. Drew Olvey shovels it into the zone, and we get a change. As Ethan Brownlee was out there. There's Sam McGill, number 16. Yes, Evan Anfinson is out there. And Hauser also on defense. Here comes Laverne screaming into the zone. You have a shot, a nice pass rather, and then a shot goes wide and into the near corner. And before it gets past the red line, Laverne plays it in, but it's out of play into the bench, and it's 12:54 to go with the stoppage. 5 shots for Laverne, 0 for the Tigers. As both teams get their guys out there, it's Kolker letting Sternhagen take that face-off, and it goes into the Albert Lea offensive zone. Play it into the corner over there. Persig fighting for it, as Kolker does. It's between skates. A couple of Cardinals over there, too. We come out with it, though. Persig had it, but it was knocked away from him. Along the half wall, and Laverne picks it up here near side to center ice. And taken away by Sternhagen. Drake shake and bake Sternhagen with it. Look at him go. He could go end to end, but they knock him into the wall and then to the ice just as he crosses the blue line. And now behind the goal, Anfinson plays it up and out of the zone. Center ice, Persig's got it on the right side. Kolker in the middle. And they shoot one in there. I think it hit the side of the goal and goes behind it. And with just under 12 minutes to go, Laverne plays it out of the zone. Balf stops their progress. Sternhagen shovels it in. They're going to get a line change here as Steeler comes out, as does Fletcher Persig. I think I was calling Ulvi Persig for a while there. The 6 and the 9 got mixed up. But right now it's Persig out there, number 9 or number 6, as we have a stoppage. 11:30 to go, and we did get our first shot on that last trip down, but they have 7 shots. Still scoreless, though, as the face-off is won by the Cardinals. They're behind the goal, trying to get it out in front. We've got Fletcher out in front there, but this goes the other way. Balf had a run going, but it was knocked away from him, and now back the other way. They're going to chase it down. Brua is the first to get to it. Sends it into the near corner. Laverne coming out. They had a shot there. I think that hit traffic and goes into the far wall. Brua digs it out of the corner. Hands it off to Steeler, I believe that was, back there. And on the way Ethan Steeler, 18, who had it behind the goal there. As Albert Lea plays it in, a shot on goal just as they change lines. And out there now Seth Scholl, number 15. 13 is Ethan Brownlee. It's their third line. And nice play by Brua to take it away from Landon Leas. They're one of their better players. Brua fires it in, and the chase is on around the other side. It goes Seth Scholl is fighting for it along the half wall there. And he gets it with Brownlee. You got McGill and Brua on defense, and Anfinson is in there too, so 3 defensemen with Brownlee and Scholl. As McGill trying to still forecheck on that one, but the Cardinals get it out of the zone. Under 10 minutes to go. Shot on goal goes high into the glass. Rebound way up with the blue line, and a catch. Nice job in the air there for Owen Hansen, who nabs it with the glove, and 9:46 to go. First period scoreless here at the Roy. Sternhagen, Casey Ulvi, and Kolker out there, the top line. It's Kolker in that face-off, and goes drifting into the half wall. Tigers on defense, trying to get out of there. Ethan Hauser digs it out from behind the goal, up to Sternhagen, and he gets it ahead to Ulvi, who tried to pass it to Kolker, but stick got in the way. Number 14, Ricky Rogers, and he lost his stick, and he had to go catch that one. Sternhagen, nice check into the corner, trying to clear the puck out of there, but Laverne comes away with it. Kolker stops it with a hand, no hand pass anyway, but Here comes Laverne the other way with 9 minutes to go. That's another save for Hansen, and another one as he kicks it into the corner. He's got 9 saves already in the first 10 minutes of this one, and that's a Casey Olvey backhand that was saved by their goaltender, Hoven. And breakaway for Laverne. Kolker going to get back, get his stick in the way, and that goes into the near corner. Nice job, Jacob, getting back there. As one-timer for Casey, that's right on and saved by Hoven. Steelers back out there. He's got Drew Olvey with him. And Kolker still on the ice. They come in, and Owen makes a save. No, they scored! I thought he had it. He must have been, but are they going to count it? Net comes off. Laverne acts like they're going to give him the goal, but I thought he saved it at first, but maybe the rebound came out and they were able to knock it in.
Do you need to see the replay, or?
Yeah, if you got it, let's see what we got. It's kind of far away. I mean, they acted like, but the refs are all meeting right now. They're going to discuss this to see if they're actually going to award the goal or say the net came loose or that he had the save already. All three are gathered by the Tiger goal. And they say no goal. Now they got to explain it to the coaches. I think the net came off. Of course, they're not going to like it, Laverne, but that's the way it is. It's still scoreless, 8:20 to go. They have 10 shots, we have 4. And they'll face off to Hansen's right side, stick side. And the Cardinals win that one and send one in. That hits traffic. Out in the far corner it goes. And back to the point here with 8:10 to play. It's Steeler. No, that's Balf with the turnaround, and he tries to ride it around the rail. But it doesn't go too far. And then a shot that Owen gets a hold of. Finally stops it. Some pushing and shoving out front. Kolker's part of that. Captain Kolker. 13 shots. 10 minutes for Laverne. Nothing penetrated the net, though. And here's a face-off that they win, but quickly taken away by Albert Lee, and Sternhagen tries to center it. Kolker to Olvey, but Balf takes a shot. That hits somebody, and I think he's hurt. He's sliding on the ice, and slow to get up. Number 6 for Laverne is Blake Sauer. And they're going to let him crawl into the bench. He got hit with that puck, I believe. And so Tigers on defense here. And they were a man advantage, basically, when Sauer was rolling around on the ice. Of course, now back to full strength with everybody, but we have a penalty coming up. They had to separate a couple of guys here. And they're escorting number 21, Maddox Damagala, to the penalty box. He's their best player. 14 goals, 14 assists, and now 14 penalty minutes. He's all Mr. 14. First power play for Albert Lee. They're at 23%. We scored 6 goals on 26 power plays. See how we come here. We only had 4 shots in the period to 14 for Laverne, and they win the draw, but McGill works to take it away, and then it's held in by Hauser. He's between the circles. Interference, otherwise known as pushing and shoving. And I think this one could get a little chippy. It's already started to. Hopefully it doesn't, because don't like to see that, but it'll happen. It's a physical game for sure. McGill trying to center one, and that got knocked away. And now out of the zone. No, it was saved in by Steeler, but then taken by the Cardinals. And they're a man short. They get it into their offensive zone. Backhand saved by Owen. And now knocked out of there as it's chased down by Sam. Couldn't get to it before the Cardinals did. Steeler and Anfinson playing a little defense at the blue line. And Laverne's going to refigure here with 58 seconds left in the Albert Lea power play. They haven't gotten much done. They have one shot so far in this power play. And a line change. We've got Persig in there, number 6, along with Sternhagen and Kolker. But they're wasting time trying to get it out of their own defensive zone as Brua finally brings it out. And they're all waiting for him to go in, and he does, and gets it taken away with 29 seconds to go. Shake and Bake has it, and he loses it. Into the zone, shot for Laverne. That hit a pad and goes into the near corner. You can just hear the thud when it hits a leg pad. Here comes Brua with 12 seconds to go, and the man advantage for Albert Lea. And swooping in there is Hauser going all the way around. Can't find anybody to pass it to, and time runs out on the penalty. We're back at even strengths. Kolker in the corner. Trying to get anything to go in here and break this tie with 5:05 to go in the first. And here's the offender, Maddox Damagala. He gets knocked down for his troubles, taking it down the near wall. I think it was Kolker who was playing him and knocked him to the ice. No penalty as play continues here. Laverne out of their defensive end with 4:45 to go in the opening period. Into the near far corner and behind the goal. And Owen keeps his eyes on it and makes another save as Drew Olvey has it. Oh, they got a high stick coming up. So a face-off coming. 4:32 to play. Scoreless. 17 shots for the Cardinals, 5 for the Tigers. Got to try and reverse that, but very, very good first period here defensively for both squads. As the face-off is won by the Cardinals, they shoot one wide of the goal and goes on the far side, out of the zone. As McGill headlines that, or heads that trip down into the offensive zone. It's back behind the goal. As they're fighting for it back there. Scholl, he always seems to be right around the goal, the puck out in front. Is he looking for his first varsity goal? Hope he gets that tonight. That'd be nice. There's a hard hit in front of the Laverne bench on Brownlee, but he does not fall to the ice. Held his ground nicely. Gets knocked out of the zone, though. And with 3:50 to go, Albert Lea sends it in and gets a few changes on the line as the icing call is made. Sternhagen, Kolker, and Olvey back out. Casey. And the number 1 line. And defenders, Brua and Balf, the number 1 D pair. 3:49 to go here in the first. And, of course, that teddy bear toss coming up here. We'll show it for you here after the first period. As Laverne has it at the blue line. They just kind of toss it into the corner far side. Picked up by Albert Lea. No goals, but you got any replays yet?
Got 2 so far.
A couple, yeah. It's Owen Hansen had to make some saves. 17 saves here in this first period. That's a lot. He's been busy. And a turnaround shot goes through the crease and into the near corner. Sternhagen picks it up there. He reverses ice and now goes diving into the corner with it. He says, I'll try and go around the back, but that got picked off his stick. And Laverne plays it out of the zone with 3:10 to go. Balf is 8 feet tall when he puts his arm up there and jumps. And he got in the way of it. They're going to call a hand pass on him, though. That dude is tall. So, both teams change again. I see Drew Olvey out there, as well as Fletcher Persig. Brua. And the other two are hidden in my blind spot over there. But we'll get to them as the face-off is won by Laverne. Slow roller to Owen, who stops it with the glove. 3 minutes even to play in the first. Scoreless between Laverne and Albert Lea, two of the better teams in southern Minnesota. And we laid an egg at Dodge County, but playing real well here tonight so far. Just got to get some more shots going. As Steeler will sit. And the face-off this time, again, Laverne wins it. And they hold it in the zone a little bit, but it's in the near corner. Shot out of there, and here comes Persig. He's going to take a shot that gets blocked by the defender right with him. Goes to the left of the goal, and then behind it. And here comes Laverne out the other way with 2:35 to go. That's stopped there by Brownlee, and he sends it in behind. Persig chases it, and he sets it up for Brua up there at the blue line. He spins and goes into the far circle. He tries to center it, and Drew Elvey couldn't get a good stick on it, but he's got the puck now, and he passes it into the corner to Brua. And out front, Brownlee tried to stuff it in there, but that got knocked away by Hoven. And with 2:05 to go, Alberley again, a shot from the blue line there from Brua, caught by Hoven. And he holds on to stop play with 2:05 to go. That was our 8th shot on goal. Laverne's taking 18 whacks at it on goal. Still same result, 0-0 as Brownlee in the face-off loses that one. Laverne coming the other way quickly. There's a 3-on-2. Anfinson takes out the guy with the puck. Didn't take him out. He took him as in guarding him, and that goes into the netting and out of play. So 1:49 to go. They'll face off to the left of Owen. And fresh recruits coming out for Alberley. The one line: Sternhagen, Kolker, Casey Olvey, Anfinson, and Hauser on defense. For the last minute 48. We'll see if they make the whole minute 48. But there's a wraparound try for Laverne. It goes nowhere except behind the goal, and it's knocked out of there by the Alberley defense. I think Anfinson has it now in the corner. And then out of the zone, Kolker chasing it down. He can't get to it. It goes into the Laverne bench and out of play with a minute 29 to go. 20-8 in shots. It's the only difference between the clubs. We've had good goaltending play and good defense. Absolutely no offense, even though 28 shots have been taken. Can't penetrate either goaltender's force shield. And again, Laverne wins the draw, but it goes into the corner now, and it's anybody's puck. Sternhagen digs it out of there. He's got Kolker with him, and Balf had a shot from the point, but that got knocked out of the zone. So Brua backs up with a minute 10 to go. Allows everybody to get out of the zone before they go back in for the last minute of this first period. The teddy bear toss coming up here in the first intermission. As it went out of play, I didn't even hear the whistle, but minute 6 to play, and the face-off is in the Alberley defensive zone to the right of Owen Hansen, who has stood his ground great. 20 saves here so far in the first period already. I don't know if he's had a 60-save game yet, but he's on pace for that. As that face-off is slow rolled over to the far corner. We're under a minute to go now as Laverne grabs it at the red line, retreats a little bit, starts up to try and get the last attempt at it. They're met at the blue line a couple of different times by the Tiger D, who take it away. Casey Olvey tried to get it off the glass. It looked like a hand pass, but they're going to call offsides anyway on Laverne. And we'll have a face-off at that red dot on the far side, just outside the Alberley blue line with 39 seconds to go. JV game ended in a 3-3 tie. 5-minute overtime didn't settle it, so they walk away with a tie each. And the face-off here, Steeler wins that one because here comes Brua, and he's got Drew Olvey with him. As we're down to 30 seconds to go. It'd be great to get a goal here and then do the teddy bear toss. The momentum would be all ours, but now it goes back the other way, and this is their goal scorer, Maddox Demagala. And he is up. I thought he was stalked by Balf, but he got the goal. Well, the dude knows how to score. It's his 15th of the season. He's in the top 7 in the state in goals. Now, I bet he had a majority of those 21 shots that they took. But Maddox, the senior, is quite a player. And he gets to us here at the end of the first with 14.8 to go. Maddox Damagala. Full strength, or even strength. Goal makes it 1-0. And with 8 seconds to go, a shot again. That goes in. That was rebounded off of somebody. I'm not sure who. If we got a replay on it, we could probably tell, but we'll look at it after the intermission unless you got time to rack it up right now. I thought it looked like it ricocheted off of somebody out front. And it's 2-0 that quickly. 4 seconds to go. Wow. In the last 15 seconds, they scored 2 goals. And let's see if I can get a call on the second one here. They haven't even announced it. Now we got to do the teddy bear toss. So, lots to decide here as players stay out for the teddy bear toss because they're going to have to clear the ice of teddy bears. I think she's talking about the teddy bear toss here. So 2-0 with 2 late goals by Laverne. Wow. I thought we were at least going to go in there tied, and that turned ugly real quick at the end as they count down for the teddy bear toss. Get it on camera. Get it on camera. As all the teddy bears go flying. Some people missed. Couldn't get it over the glass. And just do a sweep. Do a sweep of the ice. There you go. People still throwing them over. And the players corralling them with their sticks. All of them going to children who need Christmas presents here this week. And that's pretty cool. Very colorful. As JV guys come out with boxes to collect them. Lots of great, not only teddy bears, but other items as well. Very nicely done. Thanks, everybody, for doing that. All right, so let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll check out some replays of those 2 goals and more as we continue here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
You got it, yeah, you got it like that. When you got it like that. When you got it like that.
Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Delivery is free with the Perks Plus membership, and pickup is always free. Make game day and every day easier. Order online with Hy-Vee.
Nothing gonna hold you back when you got it like that.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at ServiceMaster by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, ServiceMaster by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, called ServiceMaster.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, mrsandless.com. GT Window and Door of Albert Lea is the 2025 Albert Lea Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We still provide routine dental care, but have added cosmetics, smile makeovers, clear braces, Botox, and fillers to our services. We also custom design and 3D print beautiful lifelike dentures in days, not weeks. Don't put off the new smile you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. Learn more at afd.dental.
Albert Lea Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lea Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lea area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeaLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Back here at the Roy, 2-0 Laverne after the first period, and a little disheartening because it was tied at 0 until the last 15 seconds of the period, and they got two quick ones. Jonathan has the replays here, and I don't know what you want to start with, but go for whatever you want.
So first we have a double save, so that's cool.
9 minutes to go. That's another save for Hansen, and another one as he kicks it into the corner.
Then I have where it was almost a goal, so.
Yeah, he had 20 saves. And Kolker still on the ice. They come in, and Owen makes a save. Now they scored!
Then I have
that was the one they took away, yeah. Now the two that counted, and there was like 15 seconds or less. Here, Steeler wins that one left in the period. And he's got Drew Mulvey with him. We're down to 30 seconds to go. Right to get a goal here, and then do the teddy bear toss. Momentum would be all ours, but now it goes back the other way. This is their goal scorer, Maddox. This is when, Kolker got back, but Maddox was able to get it in there. To Magala with his 15th of the season. And this is the one I can't tell who got, but I think it bounced off of a player. Goal. I can't see numbers at this distance. And with 8 seconds to go.
Looks like
shot again.
22 or
rebounded off of somebody.
22 or 14.
22 took the shot, I think, and that is Will Bergman. We can give it to him, I guess, because I didn't hear the call from PA at all. And that's his 11th of the season. And it was even strength with just 4 seconds to go. And it is 2-0 in favor of Laverne. Zamboni does its thing. And a lot of great teddy bears there. That was pretty good, Jonathan, for the first one that we've had here. And people took their time throwing some of them out there, but they collected them all for the needy children around the area here, so that's good. All right, so we have the replays done. We've got a 2-0 deficit to fight back from here. And, we only took 8 shots in that first period to their 22, so that's got to be reversed in order for us to get anywhere here. We let them get 22 shots a period, and Owen Hansen's going to have to sleep for a few days to get over all that, as he made 20 saves in that first period, and Hovind only had to make 8. As Zamboni keeps doing his thing, and we'll take our next break here at the intermission, and back here for second period action on AlbertLeaLive.com.
We're hiring. The Albert Lea Bus Company is looking to add additional bus drivers and monitors to its team. This is ideal for retirees, parents, or anyone looking for supplemental income. No experience is necessary, with paid training and a sign-on bonus of $1,000 after 6 months. With a flexible work schedule, you can drive when it works for you. Give us a call or head over to our website today.
Your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
You can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you. Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna to see their full line of Ice Castle RVs and keep the fun alive all year round. They also deliver a full line of enclosed and utility trailers for all of your hauling needs. Find them just north of Owatonna, across I-35 from Bass Pro Shops, or check out their inventory online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Back here at Roy Neister Marina with 5 minutes or so before the start of the second period. 2-0 Laverne, too late first period goals in the last 15 seconds. Otherwise, we were headed for a scoreless first there, but hey, they capitalized on it. And the girls basketball team is also playing here, not here, but they're on the road. I can't exactly remember where. I'm trying to text and talk at the same time, and I'm just not that talented. But
I think it might be like Pine River or something like that.
Oh, Pine Ridge, yeah. I'm texting a parent of one of the girls' basketball players to see if they're there and can give me a score update. And here it's 2-0 Laverne, and a couple of their big goal scorers came through for them at the end of that first period. Maddox DeMagala, his 15th, team leading, and top 7 in the state coming in and scoring. And then Will Bergerman got his 11th of the season with just 4 seconds left. Santa Claus is over there. Theron, Santa Claus is on, and we should get him on the broadcast, as he's making the rounds with the kids over there on the other side. And a pretty good crowd here. The glass is full, and seats are, if you put all those people on the glass over there, I bet that'd be pretty full over there for the Albert Lea side of things. And over here, of course, media row, we have student section to our left, and doesn't look as full as it is a lot of times, but they could be over on the glass too. As we await word from the girls' basketball game, and those are the only 2 events going on tonight. Now, the girls' game tomorrow was canceled. Pine Island is where they are tonight at Gold Gym. And that game started at the same time ours did. Tomorrow, there is boys basketball here, and we'll have that for you on AlbertLeaLive.com. LeSueur Henderson is in town to face our boys who got their first win of the season in their last game on the road. And they did cancel the girls' game. It was against Cannon Falls, and it was supposed to be here at Albert Lea, but they canceled it. So I'm not going to even reschedule. That is just done for one reason or another. And then they're off for the holiday until early January when the games start again. And I'm told we're going to add some, possibly some men's, Riverland men's basketball, as they have been to the national, it's the Junior College D3 National Tournament the last 2 years in upstate New York. And finished just a couple of wins away from a national championship, Riverland men. And so we'll have some of their home games coming down the stretch. I think the last 6 or so is what we're planning, hopefully. As long as it doesn't get too much involved in our high school games over. They play a lot of Wednesday and Saturdays. So we don't normally have games on Wednesdays for high school. And Saturdays we do every once in a while, but it's not every Saturday. So we'll see if the schedule allows. But that'll be fun. They've been a really good team, the men over there, the last few years, in fact. I do have it's an unbelievable number of their record. I got it here. 74-10 in 2+ seasons, the Riverland men's basketball team. 23-24, they went 31-5, losing the Junior College D3 Regional Championship up in Coon Rapids, but still qualified for the Junior College D3 National Tournament in New York, where they lost in the national semifinals and then lost the third-place game. And then last year, they were 30-4 and lost the regional championship again, but got into the National Junior College D3 tournament again, where they lost their first game, and then they won the consolation championship last year. The Riverland women are 0-11 this year. And so, anyway, I'm looking forward to maybe doing some Riverland men's. When I worked in radio, I did a couple of games for them, more than a couple, I guess, and we talked, Molly Scholl telling me that, reminding me that Sam McGill is going to St. Thomas to play Division I football. We had that in our pregame interview with Sammy, and actually picked him as one of my subjects, along with Owen Hansen, the goaltender, because Sam scored his first goal this year in the last game, or the only goal we scored in Dodge County on Thursday last week. So I thought I'd have him on, and then today he announced on social media that he had signed his commitment to St. Thomas to play football up there. They're going to make him an outside linebacker at first, but I'm sure he'll be rushing the quarterback. That's what he loves to do, and good for him. It's a big school, and they got big things going sports-wise up there. They've gone Division I in a lot of sports, and football being one of them. So I guess they got some new stadiums and stuff as we score to cut the lead in half. Early second period score makes it 2-1. I don't know who scored it, but first to the bench. Is that? Shake and Bake gets his 10th of the year. Drake Sternhagen, team leader in goals and assists and points and penalty minutes. He's the man. And that is his 10th of the season to make it 2-1. Just 19 seconds into the second period here. Checking to the boards for Drake on the guy he was playing against there, Blake Sauer. Drake and Blake playing against each other. Here comes Casey Olvey along the near side. He gets a shot that was loose out front. Laverne scoops it up and out of there. There's a new pep in the step of the Tiger skaters now as Brua gathers it up in the defensive zone and shoots it out of there and all the way down the ice. Sternhagen picking that up there. He's double teamed. Still somehow had his stick on the puck there for a while. But finally he loses the control of it. Brua takes it away at the red line. And it's knocked all the way in by Laverne. And Balf will chase it down. Casey Olvey lets it go by him. And then Brua has to rescue it from the behind the goal line. Goes to the near side and then plays it back to Kolker. They're having trouble getting it out of the zone here as the forecheck by Laverne is pretty stout here on this time. It's to mid ice, and now here's Casey. He's got Drew right with him. There's a shot that was saved by Hoven. And now to the blue line with Brewer. 2-1. Laverne leads here. And that's a shot that Hoven grabs and holds on to stop play. 15:07 to go. Shots are 22-8. They haven't taken a shot yet this period. We've taken 4 and scored once. Trying to turn the tables on shots and goals, we hope. As Steeler is in the face-off here against Landon Lays. Shot from out front. Brownlee took that one. Steeler centers it. And the goaltender gets a hold of it, and there's some pushing and shoving after he stops it. The referee just goes in there and breaks up Drew Olvey, and I think it was Lays. Landon. 14:58 to play. It's 2-1, Laverne. Steeler in the face-off against Liz. You get Hauser and Antonsen on defense. Persig is out there with Steeler, and I missed the number on the other guy. It is Drew Olvey on that line as they fire it back in. Somebody's stick got shattered and lays in a couple of different pieces in the far corner to our left. This one is all the way back into the Albert Lee zone. And they wave off the icing, and it's played into the corner. 14.5 left in the middle period. Hauser's playing out there with this, just trying to kick it free, while Steeler joins him, and they flick it out of there, and down the ice it goes off the glass. That'll be an icing call, probably. Yep, and they'll bring it back to Hansen's left for the face-off with 14:13 to go. Teddy Bear toss was a success, and so far the second period is success. It was a horrible ending to the first period where they scored 2 goals in 15 seconds. So might even have been 12. I can't remember exactly what the time was when they scored their first one, but it wasn't very much time. And they got 2 quickies, and now we've cut it in half and looking to get this thing tied up before too long as they knock Kolker out of the face-off, and in steps Casey Olvey. And he wins that draw as Steeler Balls plays it off the glass, and here comes the Tigers into the offensive end of the ice. Kolker got turned around there, and Laverne takes it the other way, and this is that Damagala guy that scores all the goals for them, and he gets it knocked off of his stick. Nice defense there by the Tigers. Ball fights through a check and is able to fire the puck cross ice to the blue line. And Sternhagen's in there again as he had a whack at it right as he was going right by the goal. There's a shot from Ball from out on top of the circle. Bounces out of the zone. Here comes Laverne. 2-on-3 into the far corner. Ball sets somebody out of there with a nice check, and then Laverne comes up with it, and Owen makes a save with the glove and holds on. 13:18 to go. And they have it at 22-15 in shots, which means we have outshot them 7-0 here in the second period, and have the only goal of the period as well. 2-1 Laverne. They win the draw and send it in. There's only been one penalty, and it was on Laverne. And it was their big guy, Damagala, as cruising in and trying to get a goal there to tie it with Scholl. Well, that guy, he's bound to break through with his first goal. Speaking about his mom, Molly texted me earlier. We got to get Seth a goal here. He has really played too well to not have a goal on the season. As time is stopped, as the whistle blows here, and it's 12:45 to go. 2-1 Laverne. Albert Lee did not score on their power play in that first period, and they didn't have a penalty against them, so penalty-free Tigers so far. As we are at 12:45 at the second, left in the second here. Laverne takes it, around the back of the Albert Lee goal as they announce a winning lottery number of sorts here. And here comes Kolker with a head of steam. He's got Casey Elvey with him. The centering pass is still loose. Drifts into the corner, and then it's knocked out of the zone there. Casey was trying to pass it to a teammate, but it got it by everybody and went all the way down the ice. So we'll have to retreat and get it. Coming down to 12 minutes to go in the middle period. 2-1 Laverne. A save there on a Kolker shot from the red line. And Laverne on the way back. This is Ricky Rogers, number 14. He goes coast to coast, sends one into the far corner. And he gets it back, too. Very productive trip down the ice for Rogers. But he can't get a shot off, and Kolker comes the other way with it. And here's Casey Elvey with him and Sternhagen on the far side. They get it all the way to Drake. And he took a shot that was blocked by Hoven. And then another one from the blue line by Balf. That's saved by Hoven, who's had a marvelous game in goal. He's got 19 saves out of 20 shots against. And this time the puck goes all the way into the Albert Lee corner. They wave off the icing, and Balf will get it ahead to Brua. He's got a head of steam going, 3-on-2, as Persig and Drew Olvey were with him. And still keeping it alive, the Tigers out of the zone. They're going to have to reset here as Balf gets it over to Brua with 11 minutes to go in the second. That one popped fly to center field and played by Benjamin Hartquist. And here comes Laverne, 2-on-2. Now 2-on-3 as they get it on that far side. Number 2 is Jackson Leas for them, fighting for it. Oh, they snuck one in the corner. And it was the corner that Hansen was sitting right there, too. Oh, boy, they must have disguised that one. Owen beside himself as it's 3-1 now. And first to the bench for Laverne is Maddox Damagala, and that'll be his 16th. Boy, he's making a play for number 1 in the state in goals scored. They already have their goaltender number 1 in the state in wins. Wow. 3-1 Laverne, 10:33 to go in the second. As Hauser gets it ahead to Amundsen, or to the far side to Amundsen. Landon Leas was the assister on that last goal. Not the sister, the assister. The helper, as it were. Now Albert Lee putting some pressure on to Hoven as he skates side to side. And they are able to get out of there, but it's icing on Laverne. They'll bring it back to Hoven's right for a face-off with 10:01 to play. Well, we've snuggled up the shots from after the first period. It was 22-8 Laverne in shots. Now it's 25-20 Laverne. But they've also scored a goal, as have we here in the second, to make it that 2-goal difference again. 3-1 now. Face off. Laverne has it. Hightailing it out of the zone with Will Bergman leading the way. And then he shoots it, and Owen able to grab it and hold on. Some polite discussion going on in front of the goal there, I'm sure. Not. Balf and Brua come in. Anfinson and Hauser come off defensively. And the number 19 is out there, Kolker, Casey Olvey, and Shake and Bake Sternhagen as a whistle right at the drop of the puck there. They'll do it again. Somebody moved or somebody did something to displease the referee. And he's telling him so right now. This time, Sternhagen in there, and Laverne wins it. They toss it in. Balf goes back to get it. He got it to Brua. Now Sternhagen has it and has trouble getting a full stick on it, but he did go all the way down the ice. Even a half a shot for Drake, and it goes that far. As Brua chases it into the corner. Nice job. He got rid of his defender and was able to go back and pick up the puck. He gets it over to Drake along that far wall, and that's sent into the zone by Balf. Probably be icing, though, and we'll bring it back for the face-off. 9:07 to play, second period. Santa having a seat right at center ice on the other side. Chewing the fat with everybody over there. Making sure they've been naughty or nice. You notice he didn't come over here. It's because we're here. Me and my kids, we're not nice at all. We're getting coal in the stockings. It was Steeler in the face-off. I think he won that battle. It's hard to tell because it's between skates and everything, but here comes LEA out of the melee, and Drew Olvey along with Persig. But they lost it there and around into the back of the zone, of the goal, rather. Out of the zone, picked off by Ethan Steeler, and he brings it back in, takes a shot, that hit traffic. And Hoven makes the save out in front and holds on to stop things with 8:38 to go. Man, you just get back into it and then you give up a goal, and that was a weird goal that they just scored their third one. The second one was kind of weird too. I think it ricocheted off a player, off of Bergman. But that third one I didn't even see coming. It's almost like he was trying to just clear it around, and it found a home in the low corner of the same side that Owen was on. There's a save for Hoven, and it was still loose out front. But now cleared out of there by Laverne. It's a center ice, and we got a penalty coming up. I believe it's on LEA. And I believe it might be Casey Olvey? No, Kolker. Kolker's headed to the box. He was on the ice over here. I couldn't see him. First penalty on Albert Lee is Captain Kolker. So we'll see how the Laverne penalty power play goes. 33%. They scored 9 goals on 27 chances. Our PK is at 81%. We've only allowed 4 goals and 21 penalty killed chances. Probably like it to be a little more than 81%, but their 33% is pretty sterling. Of course, they're 10-0, so bound to have pretty good special teams. Tripping on Kolker gives him 2 minutes. Yeah, stolen away by Casey Olvey. He brings it into the zone, but he was double teamed there, and they take it away. But he wastes precious time off the clock and gets that much closer to Kolker coming back out here in even strength. Flying in a zone is Jackson Lays. They're going to move it around here with the man advantage into the far circle. The shot is blocked by Owen into behind him and swiftly knocked down the ice by Brewer with 1:10 to go in the penalty to Jacob Kolker. He's got to go up there and say he's sorry to Santa Claus for being a bad boy and tripping. But Anfinson and Brewer fighting for it in the corner. Still, it's loose out in front, and that one, nice job by Anfinson to get in the way of that defensively. As it pops out to the blue line, now they got it on the half wall over there, and Anfinson again riding his man into the glass. And a big collision between Brewer and number 6, Blake Sauer. Sticks go flying, and another body flies out in front of Owen. Makes another save as 23 seconds left in their man advantage. And a save, but I think somebody's going to the penalty box for Laverne. Is it Landon Lays? He's a captain on their team. Yep, he's headed to the box. So we have 18 seconds left in Kolker's penalty, and now Landon Lays is going. He's complaining the whole way and pointing out to the referees what he thinks happened. The ref was standing right there when he called it. So we'll have a 1 and 42 second power play here after this 18 seconds runs off. Referee still talking to Leas. Hey, go ahead and mouth off to him. Get a 5-minute. That'd be fine. And he's done complaining now. They gave him 2 minutes. Cross-checking. There's the face-off to the right of Hoven, and Albert Lee wins that one, sends it in. The penalty is 10 seconds left for Kolker's penalty, and there's a shot from Hauser right on and saved by Hoven. And then Drew Olvey tries to center one with 1 second left. Now our power play for a minute 41. And oddly enough, Laverne had possession of it right when it started. Steeler takes it back. He takes a shot. That rebound is loose out in front, but he could not put it in the net. And now out in front, it clears. No, it stays in the zone. Brua has it. Oh, it dribbled out of there. Minute 20 to go, and the penalty to Leas. And it's Hauser who brings it in across the blue line. He's got Steeler with him, and Drew Olvey out there. Kolker and Brua also, the captains, are out there on this power play. 0 for 1 so far tonight on power plays for Albert Lee. It'd be nice to see him get another one and make it 3-2. If they're giving you the advantage, take it. 5:29 to go in the period, but 47 seconds left in this power play as it gets stuck in that corner. Still held in. Steeler takes a shot. That hits traffic, and then he takes another one, and finally Hoven got that one. Man, still 38 seconds to go, and they'll face off to Hoven's right. Let's go, boys. Let's get this one. As they put Kolker, Persig, Brua, and Casey Olvey, as well as Sternhagen out there. And Brua sends one, and he goes in off of somebody out front. But Brua's the one who took the shot. I don't know if it went off on our guys or one of their guys. He's pointing out to Demagala that I can score too. And they're going to give it to Brua. Zayden's 6th of the season makes it 3-2, Laverne. And that's a power play goal, or 1 of 2 on the power play. Well, can't let them score again. We got to get the next one too, just to tie it up. Casey Olvey warned and sent back to the circle line there, and then another whistle sounds. And somebody was out of position too early on that faceoff. They'll do it again. Wow, Brua with a rocket from the blue line, and one off of one of the Laverne players and in. Still counts. 29-27 in shots now. We have really tightened up that deficit. We were 14 behind in shots after the first period. Now we're only 2 down with 5 minutes to go in the second. Brua still in there, has it, and he wings it around the back of the goal. She said Steeler got that. She said 18 from 17, but I think it was 14 from 17. Sometimes the referees don't see it clearly, but it was actually a Brua goal, I think. As he was the first of the bench, and he pointed at their Demagala guy and said, hey, I scored too.
14.
Yeah, Brua. Yep. She said 18, but hey, nobody's perfect. Here's Amundsen trying to bring it out of the zone. He gets knocked down for his trouble, and he draws a penalty on Laverne as they're just back in. Got that power play before. Now we're going to get another chance at it as Demagala goes to the box. Maddox, his second penalty of the game. He leads his team with 16 penalty minutes. Maddox, Demagala. Third Laverne penalty. As play continues around the back, this is to tie it up with a power play goal here. And it gets knocked all the way down to the Albert Lee defensive zone. That went right through the crease. Anfinson got beat to the puck there, and they put a pretty good effort on trying to get the puck past Owen. Did not work, though. And Owen defends defensively. He knocks it down, but it was still loose. It's still loose up front. That one hits Anfinson, and he made up for not winning the race to the puck there by getting in the way of it. So nicely done for Evan. And they're offside. No, a high stick is called on Laverne. So they stop play with 3:34 to go. We still have 1:17 left in our power play, and they go all the way back to the Laverne end for the faceoff. Sternhagen, Kolker, and it looks like Persig out there with him, with Brua and Casey Olvey as well on this power play. Olvey has it, sends it into the zone. It's 1:07 to go, and they chase it down into the near corner along the half wall, and a whistle sounds to stop play again. 1 minute even left in the penalty to Demagala. 30-27 in shots, 3-2 Laverne in goals. 3:16 left in the second. All of a sudden, we had 3 penalties in quick succession here in the second period. 2 on them, 1 on us. We have the only power play goal in the game. As Brua looking for his second one, he sends it in there, and the rebound comes off the wall. And they tried to clear the zone, but Brua was right there. And he stops that. Sternhagen over on the near side in the circle. He sends one across. Into the middle, he scores! That was Casey Olvey with his 7th of the season. Another power play goal, ties it at 3. I'm wrong, it was Fletcher Persig. Lots of pushing and shoving as Maddox Miller tried to get back to the bench. A lot of our guys were telling him to take another path, maybe. He walked right through our celebration line. I think it was actually not Casey Olvey. I'm sorry. That might have been, it looked like Fletcher Persig, 6 and 9, kind of look alike to an old man like me. We'll see how she calls it. Although she was wrong last time, so. If it's Persig, it's his 6th. If it's Olvey, it's his 7th. But a power play goal on West. It was Fletcher Persig. Casey gets the assist. And that'll be Casey's 9th save, or assist on the season. Has 2.5 left, back to full strength here. 2 power play goals have got it tied up here in the second, 3-3. This game is getting very physical. Both teams taking shots at certain players at times. And doing a lot of bragging back and forth as crowd gets a little excited here. 2:09 to go. Albert Lee trying to clear the zone, and Balf will get the job done as Persig sits, and out comes Casey Olvey. It's popped out of the zone. Brua will go get it, but hits it right to a Laverne player who puts a shot on Hampton, who saves it into the corner. Settle down, boys. 3-3 now. 1:45 to go in the second. We got a whale of a hockey game going here for the Christmas break. We will have boys basketball tomorrow night. LeSueur Henderson here. OJ Gym. We're not at 7:15, 7:30, something like that. Girls basketball going on tonight. I haven't got to receive. See if I got a text on that. And okay, just got done. 65-18 loss for the girls basketball team up there in Pine Island. And stoppage here with 1:03 to go. Even strength here for the last minute 3 of the second period. Tied up at 3, and the shots are almost tied up now. 31-29 in favor of Laverne. The defensive struggle for most of that first period has become a goal fest here. Sternhagen's going to skate off. Kolker's out there with Steeler and Persig with Balf and Brua on defense. And Steeler's going to go in to replace Kolker in the face-off, won by the Tigers. 1 minute to go here in the second. A 3-3 tie, and they shoot, and that was close. We avoided a goal there. That was a good chance of going in, but did not happen for Laverne, and they'll have to chase it all the way down the other end. And an icing call will bring it back to Owens left for the face-off with 44.1 to go here in the second. You see Brock Scott there on the bench with his sling. Broke his wrist. Out for 6 weeks. That hurts. He had 2 goals, 2 assists, 2 penalty minutes for the senior on the season, and it's too bad. I know. There they get it, take it away, and Sternhagen with a shot. It was deflected into the corner. I was going to say, Sydney Kolker for the girls, hurting. She had surgery on her ankle, and she's out for an extended period of time for the girls too. So hate to see that happen. It's part of the game, I guess. But and this is still alive with 9 seconds to go in the Albert Lea end. Laverne going to take another whack at it right there, and it's gloved and stopped by Hansen. 3 seconds to go. Well, I feel a lot better about our chances heading into the third period at 3-3 than when it was 3-1.
Yeah.
We'll have the replays for you coming up here in the second intermission. They're having trouble in the face-offs. The guys around the circle are always getting yelled at by the officials for moving too soon or being in the wrong place. So it's done for the second period here. 3-3 tie. Albert Lea and Laverne here at the Roy on albertlealive.com.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
You can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you. Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com. GT Window and Door of Albert Lea is the 2025 Albert Lea Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We still provide routine dental care, but have added cosmetics, smile makeovers, clear braces, Botox, and fillers to our services. We also custom design and 3D print beautiful lifelike dentures in days, not weeks. Don't put off the new smile you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. Learn more at afd.dental.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Hyatt. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Hyatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
Put your business in front of thousands of local fans while supporting your local high school students and activities. Advertise right here on AlbertLeaLive.com. We create customized ads to best fit the needs of your business. AlbertLeaLive.com broadcasts more than 150 local high school games and events every year, and our viewership is growing fast as word gets out about our quality broadcasts. Stand out as a community and school supporter while attracting new customers by advertising on AlbertLeaLive.com. Contact Lance at 651-734-3963 or Lance at lmrmedia.org.
We're back.
All right, back here at the Roy. Second intermission. Much happier than the first intermission. We were down 2-0 after Laverne had scored two quick goals at the end of the period, last 10-15 seconds. And what was a defensive battle turned a little ugly there. And they led us in shots after that first period, 22-8. Second period, much different. And Jonathan, we've got all goals here. It starts with Drake Shake and Bake Sternhagen's 10th of the season. Football being one of them, so I guess they've got some new stadiums and stuff as we score to cut the lead in half. So I mentioned his 10th, and that was 19 seconds into the second period, made it 2-1, and then they scored again to get that 2-goal lead back. And of course, it's Maddox Demagala, their big scorer. 2 is Jackson Waynes for them, fighting for it. Oh, they snuck one in the corner. And it was I didn't even see how they could fit that in there, really. But Maddox is a magician. He's got his 16th of the season, second in the game. Made it 3-1. But Zayden Brua got a power play goal, his 6th goal of the season. Hanging out there. Brua just flung one in there. Somebody out front. Yeah. But Brua's the one who took the shot. That was deflected off of a Laverne player, but Brua got credit for that one. And then another power play goal ties it. That's Fletcher Persig with his 6th goal of the season. And he stops that. Sternhagen over on the near side in the circle. He sends one across. And then he scores! It was Casey Olby with his 7th of the season. Another power play goal top. Well, I thought it was, but then it was Fletcher Persig 6, not 9. But power play nonetheless. And we're 2 for 3 on the power play. Coming in 6 for 26, but now we're 8 for 29 on the power play. And we do some quick math. 8-29 is 27%, so we raised our percentage by 4 points there with a couple of power play goals. And it is 3-3 now, and the shots are 33-30 in Laverne after the second period. So in that second period, we had 22 shots. They had 11, and we hit on 3 of them. They got 1 back, but it stays tied. Also, girls basketball in Pine Island. I don't know, are they the Islanders? I don't even know Pine Island. I don't know what their mascot is. They beat us 65-18. Girls basketball team stays winless. We'll have the boys team coming off a win in their last game, and they'll be playing tomorrow night here at home at OJ Gym, taking on LeSueur Henderson. I wonder how they're doing. I got to look that up real quick here. As Albert Lea 1-6, having beaten Rochester Century in Rochester 67-63 on Friday night. LeSueur Henderson is 5-0. That's going to be a tough one. As who have they beat? They're undefeated with wins over Waterville Legion Morristown by 15. They beat NRHEG by 19. 7 better than Norwood Young America. They beat Mayor Lutheran by 6 and Cleveland by 17. So they're on a roll coming into Albert Lea tomorrow night. We'll see if the boys can string together a winning streak of their own when we get there tomorrow night. All right, let's take another break here in the second intermission, and Zamboni's doing its thing, and then before you know it, we'll be starting the final period here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
We're hiring. The Albert Lea Bus Company is looking to add additional bus drivers and monitors to its team. This is ideal for retirees, parents, or anyone looking for supplemental income. No experience is necessary, with paid training and a sign-on bonus of $1,000 after 6 months. With a flexible work schedule, you can drive when it works for you. Give us a call or head over to our website today.
No.
Your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
You can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you. Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna to see their full line of Ice Castle RVs and keep the fun alive all year round. They also deliver a full line of enclosed and utility trailers for all of your hauling needs. Find them just north of Owatonna, across I-35 from Bass Pro Shops, or check out their inventory online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Is your holiday headquarters. Save Saturday through Wednesday. Cook's ham portions, $1.77 a pound. Butter, just $2.88. Plus, get more great deals across the store. Saturday through Wednesday at Hy-Vee.
Back here at Roy's Barn in Albert Lea, 3-3 after 2. As the Zamboni ramps up here, probably got a couple more sweeps through or laps of the ice. Shots at 33-30 Laverne. The penalties are 3-1. 3 Laverne penalties, 1 for Albert Lea. We killed that successfully, and we scored twice on those 3 chances with the power play. So things really, the momentum has really swung towards Albert Lea here since the end of that first period. And hopefully we can get them on the ropes here in the third. I mentioned, they're 10-0, Laverne. They have not had a bad year at all. They're not playing anybody. Like I said, they have 5 of their 10 games against teams with 1 or 2 losses. And meanwhile, Albert Lea has been playing a much tougher schedule. We didn't play anybody with... The worst thing we had had 3 losses. But we've been playing much tougher teams than they have. And I think that does make you tougher in your overall play. Sometimes luck runs into goal scoring. We see that both sides here tonight. Deflections off of other players that go in. I think that happened for both teams here tonight. So it's just interesting. I like to gather those tidbits, like our opponents' total record here this year, 51% winning percentage. Their opponents have won 39% of their games. So much weaker opponent schedule, and I do think that has a little bit to do with it. Could send them home with their 2-hour bus drive down I-90 west with their first loss of the season for Christmas, if all goes right here in period number 3. Of course, could be like the JV game, Jonathan, and go into overtime.
Yeah.
We had the 5-minute overtime period, nobody scored. Excuse me, and that one ended up 3-3, and this one's at 3-3, oddly enough. But somehow I think there might be some more goals scored in this third period. That was a wild second with 4 goals total. It just so happened that we had 3 of them. Drake Sternhagen's 10th. And Zayden Brew is 6th on a power play. Fletcher Persick's 6th on a power play. Maddox DeMagala has 2 tonight for Laverne. He scored really late in that first period, his 15th of the season even strength, and then he got his 16th even strength in the second period. He's also got 2 penalties tonight, so he's been figuring it into things in a very big way for the Cardinals tonight. The only game on the schedule tomorrow, varsity, is boys basketball against Lucero Henderson. The girls game, it was supposed to be at home against Cannon Falls, has been canceled. I'm not sure, I didn't get the email on that, so I'm not sure when that was canceled or why, but I think that's Sydney Colker across the way on crutches. You might be able to see her in their picture there, walking right behind the PA booth. Here come the boys out on the ice, and of course they're without Brock Scott, who broke his wrist here in the last game Thursday. He'll be out for an extended period, probably the season. I don't know, what does it go to? It goes into February, so yeah, you might be able to come back by the end of, if we go far enough. But integral part, senior, of course, Brock Scott. Had 2 goals, 2 assists, 2 penalty minutes, and now on the shelf for a while. As period number 3 is getting ready to go here in less than a minute. 2 pretty evenly matched clubs here. Laverne got the early jump at the end of that first period, but we sure came back and outscored them 3-1 in the second. Outshot them 22-11 in the second, after being outshot 22-8 in the first. Here's our third period. We have 14 goals in the third period, 9 given up. They have 17 goals in their third period, so they're 10 games, 7 given up. Pretty close there. Third period scoring. People making their way back to their seats as we get period number 3 rolling here in about 5 seconds. Colter going against Landon Leas. And Elberly left to right here in the third. Yeah, this play starts, and I wouldn't put it past a little physical stuff to be going on here. They've had some pretty hard hits and some pushing and shoving and not a lot of punching or anything, but bragging and where did that go? It hit the light up there. It's moving.
Yeah.
And maybe because I didn't see it come down.
It landed. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's chasing it down there. That was a high pop fly. So we'll do it again here. Same 2 in the circle with 19 seconds gone in the third. Tied at 3. And right to the side. I guess I thought it went to the side of the net there, but it actually went around the back and now out of the zone as Laverne gathers it up at the red line. It sends it back in, and Owen's going to have to grab that one. It popped out of his glove, but he was able to snap it up before anybody got there. Stops play, 16:23 to go. And they win. The Tigers win that one with Bruo coming away with the draw. He gets it ahead to Casey Olvey, who gets it out of the zone, but Laverne sends it right back in. Now ball reverses ice. Sternhagen fighting for it in there, but Laverne comes away with it as they cruise into the near corner. And I believe a penalty will be called. And it might be Colker, yep. Jacobs, second time in the box, just like Maddox DeMongolo, both captains. And for Colker, he only had 2 penalty minutes coming in, so 2 penalties. He's already tripled his penalty time, 6 minutes on the year. Well, we're 1 for 1 on the penalty kill tonight. So we'll see. Second penalty for the Tigers on the evening. Here comes Casey and Sternhagen. And Drake was in there, a little off balance. Couldn't get enough stick on that one, but he was shaking and baking for sure. As here comes the Cardinals the other way, and Ricky Rogers, number 14, gets ridden around the back. And now Erickson yelling at the ref, how's that not a penalty? As his guy was taken down and over the half wall as Laverne with 1:20 left in their power play. They send it in behind the goal, and Amundsen cuts that avenue off. Now in the far circle, then into the near circle, pops off of Owen and out of the zone. It gets knocked by the defense. And when they gather it up, there's going to be 1 minute left in the power play. It's brought in and knocked away and back behind, and Amundsen chases it down, and he knocks it out of there and all the way down the ice. That'll kill another 10 seconds or so as more pushing and shoving. Drew Olvey, and I can't see that guy's number, but just as he was going off the ice, they each gave each other a shove. And this is out in front, and it gets knocked away to the near wall and down the ice again with 35 seconds to go as we're a man short here. It's Hauser and Brua with Steeler and Drew Olvey on the ice trying to kill this penalty. And the Cardinals set it up out top. 18 seconds to go. And the shot from the blue line is blocked. I think Steeler got a piece of that one. And there's 8 seconds to go. Far circle. Harassed there by Steeler, doing a great job on this penalty kill. He's been harassing everybody. That one gets knocked up into the netting as time expires on the penalty, and we're back at full strength. 13:56 to go, and they'll have a face-off to the right of Owen Hansen. Tied at 3 here at Roy's Place. Goes into the corner and dug out of there by the Cardinals. They took a shot. Owen blocked that one. And now behind the goal, trying to set something up, but the defense gets to it. Sternhagen knocks it out of the zone. He's on the chase, but he can't win that to it. He's chasing back behind Jackson Leas, back behind the goal. And Casey Olvey doing some forechecking out there too. 13.5 to play, and Laverne comes into their offensive zone, and Owen gets on that one to stop play. 3:22 to go. He has made 32 saves, Owen Hansen. On the other side, Gavin Hoven, senior goaltender, just like Owen, and he has made 28 saves. The backhander that goes wide right by Laverne. Flung out of the zone by Albert Lee, but not too far. As Laverne will regroup. Come back again on the attack. As that one is too high for Owen to even grab. He reached for it, but couldn't get it. Hits the glass and goes back. Now it's all the way down the other end of the ice. Steelers trying to press the issue and get a quick goal here. As he didn't have no numbers, but he had the effort. That was really nice. Steelers made some really good plays tonight. That's just going to buy him more ice time. As it's still a nice Steeler, played it back into our offensive zone. We couldn't do anything with it. Persig was spun around in circles a little bit there, but here comes Laverne with 12:30 to play. 3-3 tie. And they keep it alive in the zone, but Brua comes up with it and knocks it out of there. He's going to take it down the ice with Drew Olvey. And he got it knocked off of his stick and into the near corner. Scholl is out there too. Another guy I like. He needs to get his first goal here. But here comes Laverne first. They take a shot, goes wide right, and flies into the near corner. With 12 minutes to play. And they hold it in to the Cardinals. Weaving his way through traffic was number 4, and he scores! I think that was Benjamin Hartquist. And for Hartquist, that's his 13th of the season. Boy, they're big players. Have come loaded up for goals here, and it's 4-3 Laverne. Ben Hartquist is a junior defenseman. stayed with that one and put it behind Hanson to give them the lead back with 11:48 to play here in the third. As number 12, Malachi Damagala comes on the ice. They're explaining to Erickson something. I know Matt hadn't been happy for a lot of the game, but our coach is ever happy. Yes, he's still, I got another ref over there and he's barking at. And that breaks up. He said his piece, and now with 11:48 to go, it's 4-3 Laverne. Face-off, Kolker against Colton Halbrick. And Laverne wins the draw. Let's see, take it away. Uh-oh, deep in. That shot backhanded into the corner by Will Bergman, who's got a goal already. And played to center ice by the Tigers, but Cardinals pick it up. Move it into the zone again, and it's knocked away by the defense. Anfinson with help from Hauser, and here comes Kolker and Sternhagen. Drake passing, a little too far, and a little too much defense on Kolker, but still alive near the goal. Finally, the Cardinals knock it out of there with 11 minutes to play. And a glove save by Owen. He has made 33 saves. 4-3 Laverne. 10:59 to go. Face off to Hanson's right. I was going to say his other left. His right, his stick side. And they win the draw to the Cardinals. There's a shot from the point. It goes through a couple of legs and off into the corner. And at the side of the goal, and Owen's out of position, but he gets back in time. No shot was taken there anyway, but here comes Drew Olvey the other way for the Tigers with Brua bringing it into the zone, and then Persig takes up the chase. It's behind the goal. Trying to get something centered here. Here's a shot for Brua. He takes it, and that rebound comes off. Steeler couldn't put a stick on it, and it goes the other way. Laverne gets knocked out of their offensive end. Try to, who was it? 21 was Damagala, who tried to check Drew Olvey and missed, and he almost went head first into his bench. As the Tigers pick it up behind the goal, a spin and shot. It's loose out front, and finally grabbed by Hoven to stop play with 9:57 to go. 4-3 Laverne. Steeler and Landon Leas chatting as they go off the ice. Pretty sure that wasn't very friendly. It was Casey Olvey in the face-off against Colton Halbrick, and Laverne knocks it all the way down to the Tiger defensive zone. Back around the goal, and here comes Brua up the side and all the way into the zone past Casey Olvey's stick. Now back behind Hanson again. And Brua picks it up there. It's taken away by Laverne, and it's loose out in front. The defense gets it out of there. Sternhagen picks it up. Gets it to Casey Olvey. He's flying down the near side, and he gets knocked to the ice. No penalty. And back the other way come the Cardinals with 9:14 to go. And Brua and Balf back on defense. Sternhagen takes it away. He's crossed the red line. Brings it into the zone. He's got Brua with him, and then gives it to Casey Olvey, who shoots one in there, and it's saved by Hoven. And held on to stop the clock with 9 minutes exactly to go. I talked to Drake Sternhagen before the pregame of the game where he scored 6 goals. That worked a couple times for the girls too. I got hat tricks for a couple of girls, and So far, McGill I talked to, and then, of course, Owen Hansen probably wishes I didn't talk to him. This might have been bad luck. He's given up more than he usually does. 4 goals here tonight. Of course, it's not all his fault. Some of those were deflections, and some were defensive lapses, but still in this one, 4-3 with 8:55 to go as we win that draw, but now Laverne is going to take it out of there. Not only do they not have heaters on tonight, I think they have more air conditioning on than usual. It's really cold up here. My nose is running. Your nose running, your feet smell? You were built upside down. Here's True Ulvey, picks it up and then gets it taken away. Oh, he blocked it with his skate. And Laverne having trouble getting it out of their end, but they finally do. Hauser knocks it back, tries to get it out of the zone, but can't quite. Now it is, as Persig picks it up there. And trouble at the red line as it goes back and forth, kicking and hitting, and then Magala high and hits the glass. He's got 2 goals. One of the state's leading goal scorers. Probably put himself in the top 5 with his 2 goals tonight. Wholesale changes for both teams as Scholl is out there, Brownlee, McGill, that third line, and it's out of play. And we'll have 7:48 to go on the face-off coming up. And Balf and, here comes Coker. That was a short shift for Brownlee, who's coming off. He just went on. But Scholl stays out there. So does, McGill's coming off. And so is Scholl, yeah. They were out there for about 10 seconds. And a lot of that was after the play went out of play. That was a one-timer from the top of the circle for Casey Ulvey that missed and ricochets all the way down the ice. 4-3 Laverne, and that is icing. So we'll bring it back to the Albert Lea end for a face-off here. 7:34 to go. The only goal came with 11:48 to go here in the third. Ben Hartquist put his team on top. Waiting for the Albert Lea answer here, and they're having trouble getting it out of their zone. And it's out in front, loose still. I don't think it's made its way to. Oh, now it has. I think he leg saved that one into the corner. And then Balf pestered there by number 4, Benjamin Hartquist, who just scored the goal to give his team the lead, number 4. Here comes Drake, who's going to do the shake and bake, but he got knocked away from the puck. And now they go on a heap, and there's going to be a penalty. Might be on Drake. They pull the goalie while the penalty's there, but then we grab it at the red line to stop play. And Brew a shot, the empty netter. But it doesn't count, of course. And Sternhagen will go, cross-checking. Our third penalty. And Drake leads the team in penalty minutes. He's now got 25 minutes in the box. And 2 for 2 on penalty kill tonight. Gets our average up over 81%. See if we can stop another one. We have to because we're already down a goal. That goes through the crease and into the corner. Interference on Drake. And down to 1:45 to go. Down a man, a shot that goes and hits traffic and goes hits the glass and back into the far corner. Not quite out of the zone, though, as they hold it in. That's the Magala to Hartquist. The Magala scores from the top of the circle and salutes the student section. And they celebrate right in front of the student section, and he's got a hat trick, and somebody threw a hat out there, too. Wow, Maddox de Magala. His 17th of the season, 3rd of the game. And he gives his team a 2-goal lead. Well, he's got a big wrist shot from out by the blue line. He's had a couple from out there. 2 of his 3. He had the first goal of the game. He had a goal in the second and now one in the third. As McGill is out there with Brownlee and Scholl. And defensively, it's Balf and Brua for the Tigers. Down 2 now with just under 6 minutes to play. Undefeated Laverne. Well, we've given them a run so far. If we can get back in this, we cannot allow them to score any more, and we've got to try and do something here in the third period. 2 Laverne third period goals have given them their 2-goal lead back. Out in front, Scholl had a chance there. Boy, I just think this kid's got to score. He's too good not to have a goal yet this year. He's always around the net when he's in there. As Balf knocks it out of the zone. Goes past Laverne, and here comes McGill with a head of steam. Well, you don't want him hitting you into the boards, and he does just that. Ram that guy in there, and then Scholl took a hit over on the far half wall, and no calls either way. As Laverne skates into the zone with their 2-goal lead, trying to shut the door here with another goal, because we're under 5 minutes to go. If we go down another one, it's pretty much over. Maybe already pretty much over, but back the other way. By the way, that was a power play goal for Maddox DeMogalaw. So, we are 2 for 3 on penalty kills tonight. As Laverne working it down the ice into their offensive end with 4:20 to go. They've had 40 shots at Owen Hansen, who has stopped 35. Drew Olvey all alone. It's offsides. So they'll face off here at the dot outside the Laverne blue line. We've taken 34 shots. They've taken 40. We got a timeout here for our release. So if you got one of those 15s or something, you could probably play that here on LuverneLive.com.
Is your holiday headquarters. Save Saturday through Wednesday. Cook's ham portions, $1.77 a pound. Butter, just $2.88. Plus, get more great deals across the store. Saturday through Wednesday at Hy-Vee.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family. Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
All right, so it's 5-3 Laverne, and they have proven why they are undefeated. Even though their schedule's been a lot easier than ours, but this is a very talented team, and all their big guns have scored. I mean, DeMogala has 3 goals, so the Hattie, and he's their leading scorer. He's up to 17 on the year now. Last one was a power play. They also had Will Bergeron score, and Bergman has 11 on the season. And Ben Hartquist also scoring his 13th. So their top 3 goal scorers contributed to their goals here today. And we had Drake Sternhagen with team leading 10th for Albert Lee. Brua had his 6th, and Fletcher Persick had his 6th, both on power plays. But it's 5-3 now. Laverne, they have the puck. They send it in. Owen saves it. It's loose out front. Goes around to the corner. 3:45 to play. Boy, we need 2 quick ones here. And it's stuck over there in the half wall on the near side in front of the student section. Now into the corner. Christmas break after this for both clubs. And then they go on their Christmas tournaments. We're going to Fergus Falls for ours. A week from tonight, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. same tournament we were at last year and won 2 out of 3 games. As glove save there by Owen. With 3:08 to go. We'll have boys basketball tomorrow night with undefeated LeSueur Henderson. What's with all these undefeated teams coming to Albert Lea? That's not fair. Albert Lea winning their first boys basketball game of the year in Rochester on Friday. So maybe they got some momentum and they can hand LeSueur Henderson their first loss. At the OJ Gym tomorrow night, 7:30, as we are at 3 minutes left here in the third, down 2 goals. And actually have only taken 4 shots here in the third period, Albert Lea, so it's tough to do much when you're not taking very many shots. I mean, they had 8 shots in the first period, and they've had 4 here with 2.5 minutes to go in the third. The second period was a different story. We had 3 goals. That's because we had 22 shots. But Laverne has made the adjustments, and they are the ones that have the big advantage here as they stop play with 2:25 to go. Face-off coming in the Laverne side of the ice. To the left of Hoven. We have 2:25 to go. 5-3 Laverne. Sternhagen in this face-off. Gets it to Kolker, who gets it to Balf. They send one in, and it goes in! A score! Somebody got a piece of that out front. I guess we'll see who goes to the bench first. It looks like Casey Olvey. I mean, I thought he had a goal earlier, but now he does have one. And he makes it 5-4, and for Casey, his 7th of the season. Well, it's not over yet, folks. That was an even strength goal. 5-4, 2:20 to play. And it knocks it into the Laverne end, and Casey's chasing it, and Sternhagen's over there. They're starting to smell blood in the water as they can tie it up with the next goal, but they can't let Laverne score again. And that's been the problem all night. Every time we get something going, Laverne scores and ruins it. Kolker got one of the assists on that one, but Casey Olvey coming through with the 4th Tiger goal of the night against an undefeated squad from Laverne. I think we played well, and we've had some lapses at times, but that's going to happen. But these boys I think they proved to themselves that they can play with some of the better teams. And Laverne ranked, I think they're 17th in AA. We are not ranked, and we did not receive any votes, but played tough against the 17th team, so I think that proves that what happened Thursday is an anomaly. Here comes Shake and Bake, and he goes right into the goal. And the puck went into the near corner. And they'll reset that with 1:16 to play. Thought Drake was going to tie it with his 2nd of the game. And Steeler will... Nope, that's McGill coming to the bench. He has Kolker, Sternhagen, Casey Olvey on that line out there with Brua and Balf out there defensively. With 1:16 to go, trying to tie this thing. Before you win it, you got to tie it, and they're going to send Kolker out of there again? No, they send the Laverne player out, Colton Halbrook, for the first time of the night. And that one is won by Albert Lea. Sternhagen has it behind the goal. He tries to center it to Olvey. They got knocked away. That's loose out front. Kolker might have had a shot at it, but it's now behind the goal again. And out of the zone it goes with 1 minute to go. Brua's chasing it down. And Hansen has to stop it for him with 54 seconds left. It's going to have to be a last-second tie here. We have 47.2 to go. Facing off to Hansen's right. 5 for Laverne. Man, we've had 3 power play goals tonight. 2 for Alberley, 1 for Laverne. It's been a wild one. As play continues behind the goal, Balf and Brua double teaming a player there, trying to get it. It's 37 seconds. We got to get a goal here, boys. Here comes Drake. He gives it to Kolker. He's ahead of everybody and tries to center it. Nobody home to put it in. Brua sends a one-timer. It's saved by Hoven. 24.5 seconds left. Face off to his right. As they keep Casey Olvey, Kolker, Sternhagen out there with McGill and Balf on defense. Well, I guess McGill's on offense now. He's playing a forward position out in front of the goal with his size and all. It's 20 seconds to go as we won that draw. They send it across and out of the zone. Not a lot of time, but they all got to get out of there and then go back in with 11 seconds left. Brua advances. McGill takes a shot, and that goes off of Hoven and around the back for Brua, and it's out of the zone with 1 second. Last second shot, no good. And Laverne stays undefeated with a 1-goal win here at the Roy. Well, we'll come back and look at the third period goals and then anything else that Jonathan has saved, and we'll wrap it up here on the Service Master cleanup break here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
The van, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The van, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Back here, wrapping things up here on the cleanup with replays. What do you got for us, Jonathan? Here, it's the first one. Is this
There's a little push. So.
Pushing and shoving, or
like pushing it forward? So.
Oh, okay. On the other end of the ice, Steelers trying to press the issue and get a quick goal here. As he didn't have no numbers, but he had the effort. That was really nice. Steelers.
And then the goals.
Now the goals. Ben Hartquist for Laverne scored the first one of the third period. And they hold it in to the Cardinals. Weaving his way through traffic was number 4. He scores! I think that was Ben. That was his 13th of the season, and that was followed by Maddox DeMagala getting a hat trick on a power play. Though as they hold it in, that's DeMagala to Hartquist. DeMagala scores from the top of the circle and salutes the student section. This just in, he's a good player, but he's a little snotty about it. As Casey Elvey capped the scoring here with an even strength goal to make it 5-4. Face off. Gets it to Kolker, who gets it to Balf. They send one in, and it goes in! A score! Somebody got a piece of that out front. I guess that was Casey's 7th of the season, and just short of tying it up there and getting some extra playing time. But goals by Drake Sternhagen, his 10th. Zayden Brua, his 6th on a power play. Fletcher Percy, his 6th on a power play. And Casey Olvey, his 7th, even strength. And they wrap up the pre-Christmas portion of their schedule, 9 games, at 5-4, Albert Lee. And 11-0, Laverne gets a happy 2-hour bus ride home. Dang it, I was hoping we could spoil their whole Christmas and their bus ride and everything, but didn't happen. And we have boys basketball tomorrow night against LeSueur Henderson, another undefeated team at 5-0, coming in to take on our 1-6 boys basketball team. But we had our first win of the season in Rochester on Friday, so maybe some momentum that we can carry forward to tomorrow night at OJ Gym. Thank you to Jonathan Streckert. Great producing job again. Farron, great job on the camera. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and also for everybody who brought teddy bears here tonight and the teddy bear toss. I think that was a success, as they'll probably keep doing that. And I'm Jay Paul. Thanks to our sponsors as well that you've heard from all night long here. I'd love to have you become one of your own. If you have a inkling to do so, give me a call at 507-402-1600. That's it for now. We'll talk to you tomorrow night here on AlbertlyLive.com.
Carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained? Call the professionals at Service Master by Ayat. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Ayat today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertlyLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.